These people, Salah, how are you all? Sorry about the lateness. It's always a late one, even though it's an early stream. I just thought I'd go for it because there's a lot to talk about today. We're in a good situation, people. It's never to kick off too much. Just little things like, will we see the owner? Is anyone seeing the owner? Do we need to see the owner? Right now, I don't feel we need to. I'll turn down the music. As I said, right now, I don't think we need to. It's just the length of time that if we don't pull it off this season, the ownership, would he be stepping in? Would he stay out? We don't know. Do you get to see him? I don't get to see him. It's called Silent Stan. But this is the point of view. Because we don't see him, is Arsenal doing well? Is Arsenal doing bad? It doesn't really matter. It shows what we show at the end of the day. This season ends. Will we see the Cronkies perform on what they need to perform? Will we see them doing the business tactics, which they're still doing? Will we see improvement of what we're needing, which is moving forward, we're needing proactiveness from the owner. Now, the owner might stay there and think, no, don't need to get involved. Arteta's doing his thing. But if he listens, a lot of the fan base are not happy. But if we win something, they're all going to be happy. So it all depends what Arteta does. It all depends what the team can deliver. It all depends what the Kroenke does at the end of this season. Now, a lot of people don't know about the Cronkies. Some people don't really care, concentrate, talk about the Cronkies. That's the funny side, when people don't talk about the Cronkies. But they certainly want a lot of things changed and happening for their self-esteem in the club. So if they're not happy with the striker, if they're not happy with this, not happy with that, just basically if they're negative and not happy with anything in life, they just spread the news. And it's like, okay, I'm with you spreading the news. But let's have a think about it sometimes. There's an owner who owns the club. Yeah. Us fans don't own the club. We already know that. So if we don't own the club and he does, and we haven't delivered trophies for, just say, the 5 years, is he going to allow it to happen for the 6th year, 7th, 8th, 9th? In this meantime, we've got a crisis of our fan base, ruthless at each other for whatever reason. Not just fan base, it's getting toxic inside the stadium, I believe. There's a lot of things going on, and a lot of people are not focused on who or what's going on. We're just looking at the players now and again. If they do well, they do well. If they do bad, they get slaughtered. If the manager pulls off a win, the players get slaughtered. If he pulls off a loss or a draw, he gets slaughtered. So either way, there's always a negative reaction for a result, no matter what. Now, I do get it, because we're in the procedure right now of winning titles, championships, and we're going on well. We don't need to see the owner. We really don't need to see him, do we? I'm going to turn everything off because I'm going on the computer after. So we don't really see the owner. So I'm saying if you don't really see him, we must be doing well. Because if you don't see the boss, then you're doing something well. You know what I mean? So you've got Stan Kroenke's investments here. Now, every stream I've seen, a lot of Arsenal fans use the same content daily. It ain't going to get to you guys because you're doing your own content. But I'm explaining how boring it is when all you're talking about is everything you don't like, everything you want to change, but still just talking about it. And at the end of the day, the team's not done anything you want. The team's not going to do anything you want, but you're still going to sit there and moan, moan, moan. You just sound like a toxic, negative, non-Arsenal fan. Especially the kind of category we're in at the moment. All our players are absolutely rubbish, apparently. Some of them are just overworked, and that's understandable because Arteta's put them in that position. But then when you're calling out the players who score goals, Havertz is shit. Havertz is not shit. He's scoring goals. He can't be that shit. We need these goals. They score. It's the swap around. Like, there's a lot of people who someone got us to this final. Someone actually scored a goal and got us to the final. And some people do streams on that, but didn't mention the guy's actual name. Gave him no credit. Just slated him. Oh, he's shit. And then the only subject you lot can come out with now, because we're doing all right, the only negative you can find, instead, is still not talking to the owner or about the owner. You go and attack the captain. So it's all about Odegaard or Rice. Who's going to be captain? Maybe Gabriel or Saliba. Oh, Odegaard's useless player. Shit captain. This and that. This and that. Well, have you got the armband on your arm? No. Why? Well, exactly. So he's got the armband. You haven't. And that's all it's about. You're just upset that he's got something you haven't got. Oh, no. Listen, you're moaning about a guy who plays for your team. Yeah, we're all talking about men. It'd be mad if you started talking about something different. But you won't, because that's how our fan base roll. This is how we roll. Every day is a snowball. Wednesdays. It is Wednesday, isn't it? It's Wednesday, Tuesday. I don't even know what day it is. Listen, whatever day this is, this would be the new Kroenke day. So what we're going to do is talk about Stan Kroenke. Some people might go, oh, this is boring. Oh, talking about Stan Kroenke is boring. So you can say what you want, mate. This is the aftermath. At the end of the day, mate, are we going to perform or not? If we don't, is the Kroenkes going to get involved? Has a big decision to make as rival billionaire threatens 362 million investment. Arsenal owner Stan Kroenke has his time filtered with multiple clubs model, but the Gunners' relationship with KSE owner Colorado Rapids has been thoroughly ingraded. Now, I believe that would be something to do with Chelsea. It just seems something to do with Chelsea would be involved in something with this. Something to do with Chelsea. Arsenal met their MSF side for friendly in 2019 and have traded players a handful of times. Austin Trusty joined the Gunners from the Rapids in 2022, while Rob Holding went the other way 3 years later. They had Rob Holding as a transfer. But in a world where Red Bull and City football groups have made multiple club ownerships the go-to model for elite clubs, Arsenal have, in something Stan Kroenke's fashion, been more creative. This display Michael Arteta hinting that he'd like to see KSA buy another club to help the North London club with the youth development recruitment pay for his crucial scout. In the Premier League's 15 clubs operate within a multiple club network of some description. If you count those clubs with majority of shareholders with multiple club interests, only Fulham, Tottenham and Wolves don't fit the multiple club circuit. So clubs, you've got shareholders Stan Kroenke, KSI, Aston Villa is V Sports, Brighton is Tony Bloom, Brentford is Best Intention Analysis, Chelsea is Blue Coat, Todd Bowley, Crystal Palace, City Football Group, Ineos, Sir Jimmy Radcliffe, Newcastle Public Investment Fund. See what I mean? That's sick. So the best capital out there at the moment, realistically, is Newcastle Public Investment Fund. You look at us, we're owned by other people who have their own industry. Other clubs owned, so Colorado, other clubs owned by shareholder Stan Kroenke is Colorado Rapids. So that's just one. So investment battles are going on everywhere, left, right, and centre. It's like, yo. Stan Kroenke files official paperwork as owner, investing billions in stadium project. It's 9 months ago. It's some kind of madness. Make sure everyone can hear. You can hear it, can you see it? Can you make it rain? Can you make it rain? Oh, you have to have a little butchers. the real estate better than probably anyone in football, but the Arsenal owner has not yet had the chance to stamp his property brand on the Emirates Stadium, opened in 2006. Had only minor work done since Stan Kroenke first invested in the Gunners. 2007. Knowing like their expansion, seen as Liverpool and Man City in that time. With Everton set to move into the new unit stadium. So Everton are already in. There's the stadium, Aston Villa and Leeds planning major expansions, and most specifically Man United aiming to build Europe's biggest arena. Matchday income is suddenly important again in the Premier League. Arsenal can't afford to stand still, even in North London. They have been left behind by Tottenham. Stadium is very slightly bigger, but far more luxurious in terms of non-football events. Match day income and stadium captivity. West Ham 45 million daily. Newcastle 50. Man City 76. That's poor. That's their whole income on a daily match day. 80 million Chelsea, 102 million Liverpool, Spurs 118 million, Arsenal 131 million, Man United 137 million. Existing captivity, expansion, rebuild in progress, and planned captivity. So you got Man United, they got 10,000. So their stadium can actually hold 10,000. Bloody hell. Arsenal stadium can hold 80. Newcastle 65. Tottenham's is 62. West Ham's is 62. City's is 62. Liverpool's is 60. No way. Existing captivity. Is that it? Damn. Planned. Oh, Villa just popped up there. So all these teams ready to commit. A lot of competition. It's a lot of competition that. And it comes down to the boil point. We win on the pitch better than what we have done in the last 6 years. This sort of stuff won't be in question. It'll be like, yeah, we can do that. Right now, a lot of stuff going to have to stop because the money he's going to have to start pumping in himself. Don't forget, he ain't pumped in nothing yet. Crazy business, man. Crazy. It's only 10:30. It comes down to the final point, mate. Will he do it or will he not? I don't know what to go show. By the way, if anyone's wondering, there's a short out there which I've done. It's a very good short. It's the word world class in 2026. Some people are saying this player is dominant, he's world class, that player's world class, that player's world class. No. The short, what I've done, them players are world class, mate. Until we get them players again, football's never going to be the same. When you got ideals that you need to fulfill, like who would you rather have, Odegaard or Patrick Vieira? Them days are gone, so let's just move on from what would you rather. You know what I mean? Liana Stan Kroenke, would he do it? Would he step in or would he keep out? overall in business, if we're doing well, I don't want to see the owner. But I'm looking at the gap that we've been through the 6 years. The only one we've seen is Josh. And that's through when, what's his name? Edu was on the way out. Stuff like that. Started reading a little bit. But it's all calmed down. Everything's gone silent. Everyone's just it's the mind games of the YouTube, innit? Everyone's just more interested in saying what they've got to say and acting in a certain way while they're on camera because they're acting like they're superb and they know everything. They're football managers. It's like they're all forgetting you're not playing FIFA anymore. Everything you're saying in life, you can change it in real life by standing on your feet as a man and getting down there and saying, Stan Kroenke, where are you? Do you know what I mean? Why are we just happy to allow the managers to run the club, give a guy 15 million a year, and us waiting for something to happen while he's doing a lot of business behind closed doors for his own self-esteem? So this year, if we don't win anything, I presume he's not going to step in and go, right, you've got to go, because everything's sweet and happy over it. There's no drama. No one's kicking off. We sound like we are, but there's no action. And on the pitch, it's just a waiting game. So if we win, lose, or draw, Stan Kroenke ain't watching the game going, oh, Arsenal won today, cool. He's just thinking, Arsenal playing every weekend. Nice. It's 15 million a year. Off market, mate. People are really forgetting. The guy who brought the club, bought all the shares off everyone. He's the full owner, so there's no one controlling it with him. It's his. It was already Arsenal before he got his hands on it, and it was already a good club. Now he's got his hands on it. We're now 20 years later. This year has to be the year where if he doesn't pull it off, Stan Kroenke has to step in. Because if he doesn't, and he's allowing his company not to do anything for 6 years, then maybe 7th year, 8th year. Because the money is telling the structure story. On match day, we've already gone through match day. Match day ain't bothering him, mate. He's earning profit either way. If we lose, you know he's earning more the days that we lose. Income central, Michael Arteta's transfer budget. Just as it was for Arsenal Wenger when Arsenal moved from Highbury before Roman Abramovich blew the system wide open, and then Arsenal are planning on expanding captivity in the Emirates to 80. So basically, the storyline is, right, Chelsea were Chelsea, Arsenal were Arsenal. We were planning of moving, which we already discussed. That move shouldn't have happened, but it happened. In that time of us moving, where we was, all the money, all the time, everything was changing for the stadium of the Emirates. So as soon as we moved to the Emirates, or in the transformation of moving from the Emirates, Roman Abramovich turned up and got Chelsea to what they were, to get them delivering what they had, while we was in the transformation of moving stadium. So in that time frame, Chelsea have gone, bang, there's the 2 Champions Leagues. We're now 6 years deep with Arteta. Abramovich has been evacuated out of the country, let alone left Chelsea. You got to understand what we're saying. There's a lot of crisis what's happened, and now it's the time of, do we just keep it going, or are we going to stand up for it? As a football club, I've said in a few chats before, and people are like, oh, it's got nothing to do with the government. Cool. So you're not one of them to go and stop the boat then? No, you're just going to allow the boat to come in. What are you talking about? This is football. Well, it's exactly the same. You're letting the owner come in, buy our club, and then just do what he wants with it, and we're just watching it out, the outcome, weekly, daily. What happens on the pitch comes off the pitch because it's spoken about on the internet. And I have had a little bit of backlash because I'm promoting that. I'm letting people know more about what we're all talking about, which is delusional. And then other people said that's the issue because people like you who clip it and put it out there and say, well, so if no one does that, you don't even know what's going on. That person don't know what's going on. People who are watching it don't understand what's going on. The old world just baffed and finessed. And it's up to you, like, if you want to be finessed, you carry on. Because that's all we're doing, being finessed by an owner who we've never seen. When we do see him, it's just his son waving like the Queen used to, just waves. Don't really do anything behind closed doors. more educated people might come out with, well, she's done well, or he's doing well, and all this. Well, I'm just using black and white. Team's done dreadful for 6 years, and I've not seen the owner once. If the team's doing well, I still don't see the owner doing it. I don't see Stan Kroenke coming in to fix anything. I just see him just going, right, you've had your back in, there's your team, Beta's come in. I'm so glad Beta's actually been in. So we don't know about what would have happened. We already know what's happened since Beta's come in. A lot of things have gone better. I presume he ain't here to mess around, which is good. As I said, Beta's done well. Arteta's doing well. If it all comes down to the end of it, if we all just go and lose everything, there you go. That's what I wanted to find there. Can Arsenal become consistently profitable under KSE? If Kroenke is realist, his ambitions to make Arsenal constantly profitably, is likely that the real estate escape of the project will be essential to his vision. Tottenham have proven that, even in an area of scoring media rights and embrace on boosting commercial performance through digital physical innovations in Still King. Spurs' communal and matchday income have trebled since the move away from White Hart Lane. Obvious. Arsenal would only be adding 20,000 seats at the Emirates Stadium, but there is very reason to believe that the development will have an outsized financial impact. Hospitality is one area that most clubs are targeting, with the idea of retaining the atmosphere at the ground while recording tourists and higher-paying guests. The wider match experience, food and drink, retail, etc., will also be targeted area. In recent years, Arsenal have lagged behind the rivals as far as communal income is concerned. Ian Wright, Peter Crouch clash over Sunderland versus Arsenal. Scope prediction. Travis Sunderland proven. So yeah, we're just keeping the subject. So we've gone through a lot there. This is on one. That's just on one. Well, two. Went through 2 bits there just to talk about Stan Kroenke. It's just going to be very interested to see what the outcome is. It's like the way he says it. Stan Kroenke understands real estate better than probably anyone in football, but the Arsenal owner has yet to have a chance to stamp his property banned on the Emirates Stadium. Why he's thinking about projects and business and expanding and stuff like that. We've got teams winning behind our closed doors. It's a shame. It's horrible. So there you go. If it come down to a gate receipts alone, the Gunners would be on the top of the pile. Arsenal guaranteed generates 132 million matchday income in 2023-24, capitalising on the return to the Champions League and increase of the leisure hospitality scale that was the highest in the Premier League, both in total and on a pre-fan basis. There's absolutely nothing wrong with their communal operation on match days, but the financial itself could be parts to be better used. The Tottenham Hotspur Stadium has the edge when it comes to hosting the bigger concerts. So a little question there, if anyone Arsenal is watching or on the way back or whatever. Question there, not using Tottenham at all. Would we rather have our stadium concentrating on the football side of it. Forget the events of having NHL and all these big teams come to the Emirates and use our pitch and have it great. The inline revenue, the income on non-Arsenal match days, it's another event, will still be the profitable for Kroenkes. So the question would be, are we happy for the Kroenkes to do what they're doing, which is trying to build the stadium into a complex of holding and hosting events? Or, as an Arsenal fan, would you prefer us just to concentrate on our own stadium rebuild, rehab, for captivity of more fans who do genuinely love Arsenal, and hopefully get a new stadium with the trophies in the corner, Or, as it says there, are we like Kroenke's looking to obviously follow the Spurs idea? Before, that idea was just remove stadium and look good, and we're going to compete against the champions and world elites. We've done that. In that time, Chelsea come along, done what they did, changed his plan. He's now gone back to his plan, but now he's using other teams to use, I'll use what they're doing. So as Arsenal fans, we look like we're going to concentrate on more events, captivities for stadium revenue, than concentrate on the actual team developing trophies in the future. To my rights, if he's keeping the owner, if he's keeping his mindset as it is, which is, Arteta, you're fine for 6 years, his ambition to move on with our club getting better, he's lost faith in what he's going to do. He's now directing it on just building stadiums, getting companies to be involved in the redevelopment. And that's what's happening right now. We're seeing it in broad daylight. And there's nothing we can do about it. We just don't see the owner. But when you look behind closed doors and you read just to find out what he's actually doing, it's kind of scary. If he was winning, then I'll be buzzing. I'm like, we got a great owner, mate. Our owner's best owner on the planet. He looks after our stadium, looks after the fans. We're winning. We lose some, we draw some, but yeah, match day, mate, is banging. It's pumping at the Emirates. Before we moved, it was pumping. Now it's still pumping. But let's be right. I'd rather have the owner be out there on the field telling us, guys, we're going to do it this season or whatever. Just have a speech every now and again. Every 4 months, come out of it. Just tell us your plan. Guys, as you see the stadium over there, we're going to do this. Do you know what I mean? Just come out and tell us. That won't happen. I'm just saying this is what an owner, a boss would do. Come out and tell the general public. There's no way you can get away with it no more. If you want to rehab the building, let us know. Just say, we're going to do this, guys. How do you feel? And some crowd will go, no. Some crowd will go, yeah. Some people will just believe in the whole atmosphere and think, this is great. We're going to be the best club in the planet. We haven't won anything for 6 years, and we're looking to rehab the building to hold events. So anyone who comes to our events at the Emirates, just like they do at White Lane, Tottenham, just say the Super Bowl gets played, yeah? Whoever wins that Super Bowl is winning a cup at the Emirates, and we're still not delivering cups. So we're concentrating on other things to happen in our stadium. We're not concentrating on the revenue. He's concentrating on his pocket revenue. The food, the ticket price, the travelling to get there, the stadium look itself, it all needs up-ramping. But where he's circulating himself on business terms, like we done one the other day, he's in with Wixham. I mean, he's talking to the business owner in Wixham about the youth development system down there, which is fine. But you're leaving your marker open. This is the season to deliver, and you could essentially help Arteta to make sure it's stabilised and delivered. Whether he wanted players in or not, we should have delivered in January and got players in, because we're moving into a frame where we need everyone on the performance. We need injuries to be stopped. We need the manager to know you've got a course here where you can just go bam, 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 win all 4 cups. If he doesn't win any of them, yeah, where's the ambition from the owner, Stan Kroenke, to come in and go, right, I've got development business plans, and you're not good enough to run the club to be in this development plans. So I've got this guy coming in. Because that's what we need. We either need him to stabilise the owner himself by saying, right, this is what we're going to start doing. Or if he stays out of the picture, which he's doing now, and we don't know anything, we just see our team looking good, but not progressing in trophies. But around us, we see teams developing big stadiums, Tottenham, Chelsea, Man United, Liverpool. Yeah. We see all these teams progressing into the league. Yeah. And getting stronger. This year, this is our chance, because this year, all the other teams are not as strong as they have been at all. So is it us looking good and being better, or is it the league's got worse? The league's got worse, I say. But we got an opportunity with the owner structure we got, with the money calls that he has. He's got a lot of money. He could just say, right, we're going to do this, do that. But he's competing with other clubs, what they're doing, and then taking his vision off. And now he's trying to work it out. If he just delivers trophies, a lot more people would be understanding what he's doing, because no one's really understanding what he's doing. He don't know what he's doing himself. He's not a football person. They're American franchise with the American basis, which is absolutely awesome over there. He's bought Arsenal. He's now looking at Arsenal and thinking, one, I'm earning a lot of money off them. They earn more money if they win stuff. I've got a manager who's been here 6 years, on the brink of delivering 4 cups maybe this season, and I've got a stadium rehab needing to be built ASAP because this building structure's changed, which we did go through that a couple of weeks ago. I can't remember why it's changed. I think it was a battle of the actual area. Like, they can't expend the area because of the train station or something. Something was causing it to be stopped, and he wasn't happy. So that's what I said. We've gone back to it just to see. And if everyone does understand what we're saying, Stan Kroenke, the owner, he just concentrates on match day revenues and stuff like that, which is fine, but it's not fine because the revenues ain't getting us trophies and stuff. So if you look, that was 4 months ago. Yeah. Now we've gone through all this. We literally just went through this one. So since from 9 months to now, we're talking about this now, and it was 9 months ago. Yeah. It said in this one up here for the investment directions of rivals, billionaires threatening. Yeah. It was saying soon you're going to have Everton move into a new stadium, Liverpool revamping, this and that, this and that. What they say is going to happen has already happened. Everton move into a new stadium, that's already happened. Man United creeping up with a new manager, that's happened. Man City, a bit on the creek at the moment, but they're still Man City with their owner and their manager. Ten months ago, Arsenal owner Stan Kroenke has huge calls to make 80,000 seat Emirates Megadome plan evolves. This was 10 months ago. The summer of 2026 will mark the 20th anniversary of Arsenal move to the Emirates Stadium, and 15 years since Stan Kroenke become the club's. So you've got it there, people. He's actually got it in brackets himself. He's taken over, and he's concentrating on captivity. So there 10 months since Josh revealed that Arsenal were considering lifting captivity at the Emirates Stadium and the financial land scale. So that's where I think it was coming from. And this one I wanted to show you as well. This was 1 year ago, but we covered it about 3 weeks ago. Stan Kroenke, Arsenal enforcer, wants Man City owner Shaisha some more kits out over 318 million issue. These are things you got to laugh. I love it. So if you don't look, you won't know. $318 million. Stan Kroenke's Arsenal influencer wants Man City owner kits out over the. Stan Kroenke's not happy. So what's he not happy about? Have a look, see if he's not happy. What you not happy about, Stan Kroenke? Arsenal's 5-1 devastation of Man City last night was the last chapter in the frustrating rivalry that runs far, far deeper than Gabriel versus Haaland. The issue between the two sides played out as much as the Premier League shareholders meeting as much as it is on the pitch, with Stan Kroenke and some who's really wrote in logheads. At the moment, Arsenal have the edge on the fields of play. Throughout, they will be little confident if they fall short of others lost Liverpool title race this season. So this was 10 months ago. So this was the season before this season started, obviously. This is when, obviously, Liverpool won it last year. So at the time as this was made, Nottingham Forest were third. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. Don't you know? People, we've had a little laugh there. Just a little one. We've talked about what's going on with the Arsenal. Kroenke. This is the thing. All rivals, all gooners. People will come and go. They're not interested in what's really going on with the owner. They're not. It's really quite a shame. You've got an owner there who's a really good owner with all the money. Is he ambitious enough to get us what we need, realistically? This was just last year. Behind the scenes, however, it's quite quiet as it clear watch ownership retains its upper hand. Arsenal and Man City operate two operating camps when it comes to matters of governance and the football finance, which is some of Minders fans labelled the blue cartel and the red cartel. So we're the red cartel, obviously, and they're the blue cartel. So people, overall, right, you have on pitch, right, listen deeply. On pitch, you have Arteta versus Pep, just say. Yeah? So Pep will come out with his tactics, Arteta will come out with his tactics. So who's the better manager on the day? The players, there's 11 versus 11. The goalie versus the goalie. The striker versus the striker. Within the game, it's the defender versus the strikers. Midfielders versus defenders. All etc. etc. Everyone's fighting for each other. The fans were cussing at each other. At the end of the day, we pay more than every other fan base in the world. When we're on the pitch, we look better, we talk better, but we ain't delivering anything just yet. So the financial situation is, do we earn more money than Man City? But overall, are Man City bigger than us? No, nowhere near bigger than us. But if it carries on the way it's going, with the money structure on pitch, we're going to still be staying by it. Because at the moment, they ain't winning much, but they could potentially still take over and win everything again. Right now, if it stopped right now, we've won the league, they haven't. We win more money than them. But behind closed doors, off pitch, we're battering them in everything you can expect. With business, stadiums, trophies, the lot. Because he's got more business articles. He's got more stadiums, he's got more buildings, he's got 25 over there, 20 over there. He's got real estate, all this kind of stuff. Man City just have a whole wealth of countries. You can come and go and buy Newcastle, you could buy Chelsea, buy the whole Premier League if they really wanted to. Just take over. But why do that? They're doing it slowly but surely. Man City first, Newcastle. A few other teams will get brought as well soon. If Stan Kroenke ever sells, it all depends who he sells to, if he ever does. What happens in 40 years from now? It's going to be horrible to think and see what happens in 40 years from now. I guarantee we would have won some silverware by then. Surely. Do you know what I mean? Surely. If not, there's a big problem. I doubt Arteta will be here for another 12 years. As people are saying, he's human himself. He'll soon rack himself out in it. Be annoying. He'll be like, I can't do this no longer. Yeah, stop. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. Now, that was a good little chat about the Stan Kroenkes, the aftermath. Football's aftermath. What did he say? I noticed that got quite a few little people jumped in on that. Just, oh, that's good fun. Now, what's all this about? It's football aftermath. This has been football aftermath. What we're going to do if we don't win anything. I believe what we're saying. I just don't know what. I said this last year and the year before that. We didn't win anything. So you just sound stupid. So I know. It's not my fault, man. I love it. But we're going to go back to this bit. It's mad. He wants him kicked out. 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 Oh. Ah. Why is he not happy? He's not happy, boy. He's not very happy. Now, I can understand if it is what I'm thinking, right? Back in the day, well, not back in the day, a few months ago, there was 115, 130 brackets of Man City doing what they've done, yeah? So a lot of that has gone around of fair play and stuff like that, financial gain and stuff. If that is true, then that's what he's kicking off about. They got a lawsuit of 318 million or something. And they didn't pay it. And it's like, if they have to pay it and they didn't, why? But I don't have to pay it, but I had to pay because I done something, so I did it. You know what I mean? Big up Stan Kroenke. Wonder what he's doing today. Probably sitting there like that. What, they want to challenge me today then? That's all business. That's all it is, man. When you're multi-millionaire like that, you think Josh is waking up today going, "Oh, Dad, we've done it. We're in the finals." You know, I think they're just like, "This is it." And if he doesn't do it, he's got to go. We've had it all before, rolling in the deep blue sea. Now that Deep Blue Sea song, that's Man City. So the blue shark, mate. And they come in to take that red bite off the leg. Do you reckon they'll get us? The owner's not happy. I don't know why he's not happy. You're the enemy of Arsenal, mate. You should be buzzing. Anything to do with Arsenal winning, mate. You should be buzzing. I've made a big boo-boo here, man. Big time. Right, people, we're going to keep that a little knock-off. I'm going to come back with some gaming. See how we get along with the gaming. Do you know what I mean? Not much I can say on that on Stan Kroenke. You know what I mean? It is what it is. He ain't going to move. He ain't going to proactively do anything. He's got too much to worry about off pitch. On pitch, he's just waiting for the crowd to stand up, and we're not. So he's like, okay, cool. Because if he did, it would be exactly then when we did when Wenger had to go. I'm sorry, if we could look at it now, would you take Wenger back? Yes, I would. Why did you want him out? Because all he was doing is getting top four, no trophies. Top four FA Cups. Do you know what I mean? It just started to be like, what? Like, we've gone from winning the league doubles and then Invincibles, and now we're just like, right, we're winning FA Cup, lovely. Win another one, lovely. Where's the league, man? And we won another one. It was like, what? So, mate, you got to go. So that was it. He went, bam, bam, bam. And then now we've got this guy, 6 years, 1 cup. Not his team or whatever, he's still got a cup. Do you know what I mean? It's really weird. FA Cup top 4, FA Cup top 4, FA Cup top 4, FA Cup top 4, or top 4 nothing, top 4 nothing. As I said yesterday, he could potentially win all 4 cups in one season and blow everyone away. But everyone's starting to get a bit nervous now because City, they won their game against Liverpool. Other fans are saying, I don't care about what other teams do. Why are we concentrating on other teams? I think people are just seeing what they see and saying it. So when it does happen, they can say, well, I did say that. They're trying to preempt what's really going to happen. It's a good skill to have, really. Because it's like you like mix it meg. Or you can swap it and change it all you want. But it'd be the same. Sitting over here struggling. No real Arsenal fans. Madness. I don't know. Give up mourning about it and just do what I'm doing, innit? And that's it. I'll talk about Stan Kroenke if and when I want. I want my owner to deliver me goods. Are you business minded? Got a great business model. Great complex. Everything's ready. See that finalised point, mate? Ooh. Well, this has been streamed. Why does that do that? I didn't touch anything. It just went all weird. There you go. We're back. But people, there you go. We've had 46 minutes. I got up to 50. We've had 50 minutes of pure entertainment. Just a bit of different knowledge. If anyone really does care or interested, it is what it is. There's nothing we can do. The owner is the owner. He's in battles and upset with Man City owner. And that's the only news we can give you at the moment. The stadium rehab is not going how Kroenke wanted it to. Because there's areas that he can't have. You know, like got a train station over there, mate. You can't buy that part of the land. He's like, fuck, what do I do now then? You know what I mean? He ain't got a clue. The plan he had has gone left. I think that's hilarious. Arsenal's 5-1 to Man City last night was the last chapter in the frustrated rivalry that runs far, far deeper. I like the way they've used it, far deeper than the Gabriel, Eamon Haaland, because Gabriel always has Haaland in his pocket. I'm surprised they didn't use Lewis Skelly. That was a good one. Lewis Skelly fighting Haaland. Stay humble, huh? All that kind of stuff was out. Remember all that? Stay humble, huh? Oh, there's a lot. There's a lot. It's been emotional. It's been funny. I've loved every moment of it. Sitting back watching everyone going on. Crease. It's the same production. I feel sorry for the ones who get third redirected. Yeah, I'm just going to explain. There'll be one person. I'm trying to get the early ones. So if anyone knows, if anyone wants to talk about Arsenal before 10:30, I'm here. Good matter. Yeah. Talk about anything you want. More Stan Kroenke. And then that person will redirect to the guy. They'll be like, oh, sweet, coming over, nice one, blah, blah. Then that person will redirect to the third. That third guy is fuming because no one's followed over. It happens every day. It's hilarious. You're sitting there, what the man? Come over. I'm watching a robotic cement carrier. That's so cool. Great job. There's no other way of getting in with that in there. Okay. I'll let him have that one. See, these guys have some good talent, don't they? What is that stuff he's putting down there? He's making a car out of cement or whatever it is, clay, rubber mint, and then making it down and painting it into a car. And that's a car. Why don't we do anything like this, man? Just pure clay. Damn. They know what they're doing, don't they? Fiberglass and everything. And I wish him well. What else has happened? We've already run through that one. Behind the scenes, however, it is quiet. Quite as clear which ownership remains as the higher hand. Arsenal had Man City ups and two opposing camps when it comes to the better matters. You've got the tools, you've got equipment, you can do that. Science and physics, that, mate. I'm telling you, that's brilliant. Damn. I take back what I said about other people. That's a genius. Which made a whole car out of mud. I don't mean just got loads of mud and built a car. I mean, obviously, put the car together by using the frame to put mud on the frame and took the frame away. The mud was stilled. Colour that in, put fiberglass on it, spray it, oil it, paint it, polish it, and then do the same marker again 3-4 times of the same layer. And it comes out, it makes it look all metal-y, all that kind of stuff. Obviously, the material, the chemicals are put on top of all the stuff. Each time, each layer, it's got stronger. Now, all the stuff that they've put on top of it, it's all come to a material mix. Now it's in there. They just have to shave it down. That's so cool. And it's an actual car. It's come out as a car. That's crazy. They use wax, oil, fiberglass, homemade super alloy Evo 3 $1 million. All the material to get actually to this point, a lot. Awesome what they've done, but it's just the fact of all that material. Now, yeah. Now they take all the clay. Yeah, there you go. I was wondering when they're going to start doing all that. All the rock bits, all the clay that they made through to balance it out. Now they're taking all that away. There's a frame. It's awesome. I like it. Structurally got me looking, didn't it? Sitting there for hours. Anyway, people, we're off. We're gonna go and do something else. What's this guy said? People, good morning, good day. You take care. Happy days. One love. Good Messiah. Juice.